YouTube, it's me, Lena, and I'm here today with my Project Pan update. So let's get started. I guess I'll go ahead and start with the two items that I finished in the past 2 weeks. I finished the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I had to repress it once, all that is pan, just, you know, dirty pan. The powder itself I really liked, but the packaging really kind of sucks. Like, it's broken right here where I dropped it once, and it stopped staying closed in my purse, so I had to start just leaving it at home rather than taking it back and forth, which if I could have taken it back and forth, it would have went a lot sooner. So that is a good powder, but I hate the packaging. And celebration time! My Physicians Formula Tinted Moisturizer is done! It's just all stained around the bottom. I'm so happy this stuff is done. Because even when I mixed it with other stuff, my foundation wound up being a little dark, and it tended to, if I used it alone, it left me really greasy. For those of you that haven't seen it, this is actually the original packaging. It does have a pump, which is really nice. This is $14.99, like original price, and I could not believe that because this is not worth $14.99. But I just pumped everything I had left into this little pot, and it was filled to the brim when I originally did it. And I have been working on this forever. Like, this was in my original project pan last year, and I never finished it because I was just kind of using it as a sunscreen out at the pool at that point. But then I went through my other two foundations that I had in there, and this year I decided I was really going to use it up, and I did. So there's that, and those are the two that I finished, and let me show you what else I am still working on. First off, we have the Maybelline Baby Lips, and get rid of that plastic there. This is all I have left. Just this tiny little nub that I have to roll up to use. I got the point off of it finally, because my lip balms tend to turn into kind of pointed nipple looking things, but I actually made a point to round it off. So if you want the actual measurements, I just barely was able to measure on here. But next, and what I hope to be the final update for this particular project pan, this will definitely be gone. It has to be gone. Let's see, the other thing that I really think will be gone the next update, and actually really surprised me at how much I used, is this Tim2 S/B highlighter in Pink Pearl. That is how much I used in just 2 weeks. So I've been mixing this with my primer every day. I was trying to mix it with my foundation, but it worked a lot better in my primer. So get you a little close up there. I used up a ton of this in 2 weeks by actually using it every day. Like, I have actually worn makeup every day for the last 2 weeks, which is kind of impressive for me because I'm lazy. So, okay. Another thing that was in my original project pan, we had the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Rockstar Eyeliner. This is how I've been measuring it because I don't really know how to measure these otherwise. I guess I could do it on a piece of paper. But it's definitely going down. I don't know if this will be done in 2 weeks though. Like, I really thought I would finish this in 3 months, but I know that these can go like all the way down to here before they start really giving you issue in sharpening. Like, it is really soft, so I do have to sharpen it often. I probably could have sharpened it for this update, but it still has at least a couple of days of good use before I have to do that. So I don't know if this will be done in 2 weeks. I hope it will be done in 2 weeks. I guess I'll show you my Urban Decay eyeshadow instead, which I actually have really made a point to use this past 2 weeks. So as you can hopefully see, there's definitely some more pan showing. This will obviously not be done in 2 weeks, sadly, because I did neglect it a pretty good bit. So it will be rolling over into my next project pan. And I've been ignoring it in favor of my Lorac Pro, focusing on the gold shadow that I've really been focusing on, which I will show you my update on it in a second. But this past 2 weeks, I actually did make an effort to wear that at least like 4 times. Speaking of eyeshadow of sorts, I have my Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow. It's the Perfectly Neutral palette. I've been trying to pan out this shade right here, which I have revealed a lot more pan. I actually use this in my eyebrows because this whole thing just fell out and broke. Well, I guess that's done. So I've already repressed it once, and it's been kind of crappy ever since I repressed it, so I'm not gonna do it again, especially all over the freaking desk. So we'll just count that as done, because it's all gone. Before it ever broke in the first place, it was a really good powder for my brows. I don't even know what I'm gonna use on my damn brows now, honestly. That was no way. I did buy something new to use on my brows, so I guess I'll move to it. But that sucks. I wanted to actually use this up, but like, I'm not gonna scrape it off my freaking desk and press it back into a powder again, because I already did this once where it broke and I had to repress it, and I'm not doing it again. It's not enough to worry about. It just smeared all over the desk! Well, so much for that. I'll be right back. I'm going to clean myself up. That was a surprise. Now I'm cleaned up though, so I guess I can continue. But, like I said, I guess that makes this done, because I just threw it away, and I'm not, because I decided I wasn't going to repress it again. Alright, 2 more products left, and then I could show you my Lorac Pro. Here is the Milani Brow Wax that I've been trying to use up. Although now that I don't have a brow, I still have a brow. See, I like to use this with a brow powder because it's really sticky, but it doesn't hold my eyebrows very well. But it really gives a powder something to adhere to. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I have to figure out what I want to use on my brows now. The final thing that I have is this little sample of the Benefit High Beam. And I have started scraping the sides, and I've used up, honestly, probably about a little more than I'm just not sure. But the brush really isn't picking up much anymore, so I'm gonna have to start using like a Q-tip or something to get in there, because this brush is only about half the size of the bottle. Like, there's still plenty of product down in there that I can get. Anyways, on to the big kahuna. Hopefully I don't drop this too. That was pretty... Like, this is not good packaging. If literally the whole freaking thing pops out like this. That's not good packaging, Sonia Kashuk. Bad packaging. Because I can barely even pop it back in. Anyways, Lorac Pro. Let's see. I have hit a lot more pan on that gold shadow. I was actually focusing my brush up here, and I had the last couple of bits kind of crumble away. I've still somehow not hit any freaking pan on that taupe. I don't know how, but I haven't. And if you get a good look at that garnet, there is a little fleck of pan showing, of which I am very proud of. Now, I'm obviously not going to finish the garnet at the same time that I finish the gold, so I'm obviously going to have to work out another look with it, but I was really happy that I hit the pan on garnet. I have been using white and cream to set my under eye concealer, usually 2 pats of cream, 1 pat of white. And another look that I actually did recently, I was trying to figure out a way to use slate back here. Like, there's no dip or anything, I'm not showing you that. But what I wound up figuring out that I really liked, so that it wasn't so dark, although I do like dark eyeshadow, it's just I was trying to find another way to wear it, because that's really just like a one-tone look. I wanted something a little more ultra-dimensional. And I found I went through my stash and found this Color Tattoo in Sun-Washed Sky from the Bleached Neons collection last year in the spring. And it's just this silvery blue color. It's got, I don't know how well my lighting has let you really pick up on that, but it's really pretty duochrome. Got a little bit of even purple in there. And what I've done with it that I found that I really like, and it's how I'm going to use the shadow when I do decide I want to use it up, is I put on the Color Tattoo. I dust white all over it first, so that when I do apply a light coating of slate, it blends so much easier and it comes out a lot lighter. Let me see if I can mimic it for you right here. Probably not, but I'm gonna try. Like, I've worn it in at least one video recently, but I don't know which one, so I don't really know what to tell you to look at. The next time I wear it, I will make a note to say it in the video. And I think it was Pretty Pistol 86 who said to start putting down like the white and cream, both for my setting my under eye concealer and it helps blend other shadows better when you set down a blending color all over it first. Actually, this did pull it off. I did actually pull it off pretty well. So you still definitely got that slate color going on, but it's a lot lighter and it definitely gives a lot more of that duochrome blue, even a little bit purpley effect to it. So I thought that turned out really pretty. I'm not sure when I'm really going to start wearing it on an everyday basis, because once I do finish up gold, I'm actually going to wear the look more of what I have today. I stained the crap out of my hand, I'm going to have to wash it. Which is actually, what's it called? The Cindy Luminizer all over my lid. Some mauve in the crease, and then a little bit of deep purple in the outer V. Which I have discovered, these two shadows are the worst about it, but just these four darker colors in general are a pain in the butt to blend. Like, that's why I absolutely had to lay down white on top before I put down slate. And if I run out of white before I get to slate, and if I run out of, I think cream would actually do pretty much the same thing. I do have other whites in my collection, like white non-shimmery eyeshadows, so it's not that I can't replicate it, it's just that I'm actually pretty sure by the time I want to get to slate, because I want to do a different look before that, I'm probably going to run out of white by that point, or run out at some point while doing that to slate. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. So I want to finish this in 2 weeks. Now I only have to finish 2 more products to hit my goal of 10 items. You know I'll finish this. And I'm almost positive I'll finish this as well, so that'll probably be the 2. And anything finished on top of that will be a pleasant surprise. And after that, I'm going to start a new project pan, and anything I have left over, except for possibly this, because I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet, I will roll over into that, plus add more products. And I think actually this time, I'm going to add 14 to every one of them, so that I don't get halfway through and realize that I only have like 4 products to show you guys and have to add stuff in a hurry. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it, and I will see you later. Bye!